Hello, let's take a look at this week's work plan. So once again, we're writing from a single source, and we have our three topics from the Revolutionary War period. So we have the Boston Massacre, the Declaration of Independence, and then a final paragraph about the divisions within the colonies at the time. So there were really three groups: the Patriots, who wanted independence, the Loyalists, who wanted to stay with the British Empire, and those who were neutral, who were not in favor of one side or the other, or who perhaps just did not want to have a war. We'll continue with our memory palace. We'd like to start working more intensely on preparing for the EOGs by going over every day the Reading EOG deck. It says 6th grade, but the terms are quite useful for 4th graders as well, and will make the EOG much simpler. Also for 5th graders, good for 4th graders as well, the Science EOG deck. To get ready to better do on the EOG math, we're going to continue with Singapore model drawing, and by the same token, we'll have daily math practice with drawing out the problem. So many of our students are not willing to write down what they have to do, and that habit of writing out what you know in the form of a drawing makes the EOGs much simpler. We still have App Inventor for the older kids. Most of them have not completed all of them. We'd like them to catch up. We're doubling down on challenge math, so we're nearing the end, and we'll finish the Problem Solving Genius book in the next couple of weeks. The spreadsheet is a very interesting one for this week. It has data validation and teaches the children how to create a pull-down list. We've been talking about justification, about sufficient and necessary for conditions, and this week we talk about justification versus explanation. Probably the most interesting of our projects for this week is a group project in which we'll ask the children to form a group that then reenacts a trial of the soldiers who were involved in the Boston Massacre, asking them to serve as prosecutor against those soldiers and as defense lawyer. So a group of between 2 and 5 students will reenact that trial based on their research, what they would say had they been a lawyer or a prosecutor in that. So we have a design project, the 3-in-1, a very interesting project in which you take an everyday object and either make something positive about it, negative, or metaphorical. So for example, the memory stick is seen as a great thing because you can store all your photos and memories of your family. The memory stick is seen as a bad thing because if someone steals it, they could have all your data. And finally, it's used in a metaphorical way, and the picture is of a woman who has a memory stick and it's being pulled away from her head, and it's a symbol of Alzheimer's, about how your memories can be taken from you by that awful disease. So I think the children will enjoy that design project, and that they'll also enjoy having that trial about the Boston Massacre.